So this video is going to be discussing and showing the installation of the exclusive Alfa Romeo Giulia and Giulia Quadrifoglio front splash guards. Now the Quadrifoglio and the Giulia, the bottom of the fenders, they don't go straight down to the body. They actually go down and they curve under. So it leaves a very, very large gap for the front tires to kick up rocks all over the rocker panel. So even if you have paint protection film, don't think that you're invincible, because it's going to destroy the paint protection film. Paint protection film installation at a third-party professional installer gets very expensive. So this is just going to give you peace of mind that when you drive your car in the winter on gravel roads where there's construction like we have in New York, this is going to severely save your paint. It's not going to create any wind noise. It's not going to create any issues whatsoever. So I spent considerable amount of time designing these and fine-tuning this shape and the size and materials and how I wanted to make this a quick DIY for anybody that buys these. So after about 5 revisions, this is the final kit here, and this is what I'm selling in the autofanatic web shop. So far, we've moved a hell of a lot of these all over the world. Each kit is made by hand. I make each one. So you're going to get a left and right plastic splash guard like I show you here. You're going to get a 3M 94 primer stick. You're going to get some alcohol prep pads. You're going to get some 3M heavy-duty VHB tape. You're also going to get a detailed written instruction sheet along with a diagram, like I'll show you there. So it's pretty basic. This should take you about 10 minutes per side. The only tools and equipment that you're going to need: some masking tape, a sharp razor blade, and a heat gun. The heat gun is mandatory to set the VHB tape and the adhesive, because there's no mechanical fasteners on the way this thing mounts. So let's get over to the car right now. I'm going to show you step by step on how to prep, install, index, and permanently mount the splash guards to the front of the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. All right, guys, so we're over at the driver's side front of my Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. And before we get started, I'm just going to show you a quick installation and setup of this. Now, there's one side is textured and one side is smooth. The textured surface goes towards the rear of the car. Now, there is a hole that's manufactured into the splash guard. You do not remove this plastic factory rivet over here. You leave that in place. This hole is clearly there for indexing purposes. So the splash guard pops right over the hole, just to help whoever's going to install it properly align this. Now, the way this works, you pop it over the factory rivet, and then up top, you push the edge of the splash guard to the edge of the fender. And the way I designed it is that it's fully contoured and follows the shape of the fender, so you can't screw this up. So the way we're going to do it, before we get started, I take a piece of masking tape just for alignment purposes. So you put the splash guard up to your fender like that. You hold it with one hand, and then you're going to put a piece of tape just right there. So what this tape is going to do, it's going to indicate exactly where you're going to clean and prep and apply the 3M VHP tape that's included in the kit. So just to show you, just like that. Okay, so we're going to pull this off. We're going to get the alcohol prep pad that I have in my hand, and we're going to clean this. Now you can see the factory paint has tons of rock chips. This was from the first few weeks of owning this car. It actually started destroying my paint, which is why I decided to jump on board and design these things. Now, these splash guards went through about 5 different iterations, because there was some wind noise I was getting, and they weren't so effective. I originally designed them to use this factory rivet, and then that caused an issue as well because of where this rivet's located into the inner panel of the body. So this is already cleaned. We're going to get the 3M 94 primer stick, and we're just going to go all the way down the leading edge of the fender. And like I said, the reason you put the tape, you don't want to do up here where you're not going to see it. So just gives you a guide. You could use a dry erase marker, a piece of tape, or even a white crayon. That helps. So we're going to put the 3M 94 primer all along this edge, like I show you there. And you're going to want to get on the inboard edge as it dips down into the little V, straight up, all the way up to the masking tape. So once the 3M94 primer is applied, I'm going to take the heat gun at a medium setting, and it's the only tool that I recommend that you really need to do this installation effectively. And we're just going to heat up the 3M94 primer. That's that. Next step, we're going to take the included VHB tape strips. We're going to peel one off at a time. Okay, so take the VHB tape strip off the wax paper, and you're going to line it up exactly where you put your tape, your masking tape, as your indicator. Now we can just take the tape off. We don't really need that there anymore. Go all the way down to the edge. Okay, so that is the most important part right here, is this leading edge, because there's no mechanical fasteners, and if you do this installation properly, this is going to last you years. This has lasted on my car for over 14 months, every weather, every car wash and pressure washed it, and these are thoroughly tested and designed to be highly effective. So also down here, let me just get the camera moved a little bit. You have to put the VHP tape down here as well. This is a critical part. Otherwise, what's going to happen is it's going to bend, and then you're going to have an issue. So we're going to go just like this. We're going to bend it into place like I show you there. And you can see this whole section is covered in the VHB tape. Then you're going to want to take the edge of your razor blade, or if you have fingernails. Mine are all chopped up, so I can't really use my fingernails. And you're going to peel back the protective layer of the 3M VHB tape. We're going to heat it up. We're going to position each one, and then we're going to firmly press while we heat the splash guard up and the VHB tape up. So we just peel that off, very simple like that. Okay, that's done. So you're going to start at the bottom. You're going to put it through the hole, this hole here. Make sure you got the right orientation, that the textured side is facing the back. We're going to get that lined up in the position. We're going to drop the top leading edge right to the edge of the fender, like I show you right there. Pull the camera back. Okay, now it's in position. Now we're going to take the heat gun and we're going to heat this hose section up all the way around here. What it's going to do, it's also going to help the plastic conform to the arch of the way the fender and wheel well is designed. So you firmly press in the locations where you put your tape, and the Autofanatic Alfa Romeo Giulia splash guards, they're not going anywhere. So I'll show you guys some photos installed at the end of this video, and if anybody out there has a Giulia Quadrifoglio or a standard Giulia model and you want to protect the bottom of your car and all the crap that's getting thrown up by the Corsa tires, even if you have the Michelin Pilot Sport tires or 4S tires or whatever, this is going to really protect the body and the paint of your car. So to place your order, go to the autofanatic web shop today. It's listed in the performance and custom section. As soon as your order is placed, I will hand make your set and get them shipped out. You will receive an email when these are ready to be boxed up and dispatched out to you. Thanks for watching this video. Please stay tuned to the channel for more automotive content. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys on the next video real soon.